what's up? It's DJ. Here's your Farm Sim news for Monday, August the 11th. Early this morning, a few maps dropped on the mod hub showing new, prompting some to assume that new maps had released. However, these are maps that were re-added to the mod hub after being offline for something, but I'm not sure what. Not officially, anyway. Regardless, they're not new or updated, they've just been re-added to the mod hub after being taken down. Nothing crazy. Still no update on the mod wait times list today, as it's still showing no times for mod updates, failed or resubmitted mods, and new submitted mods still says 2 work days. Information follows as mod up ticket early next week. We've still got another day or so before it becomes the middle of the week. I guess there's only one middle of the week day anyway, so keep an eye out. I'll let you guys know once we've got more information on this. Straw Harvest Pack releases tomorrow for all platforms, bringing a whole host of bale handling tools as well as pellet haul for making straw and hay pellet pallets. But we haven't heard much about it. We've only got 3 screenshots, and one of which isn't even public. It was shown only at FarmCon and nowhere else. I'm guessing not much will have changed from the FS22 version, but we will have to find out tomorrow. Speaking of, I'm not actually sure if the SteamDB Unknown app is actually Straw Harvest or not. It's been rumored to be released as a free DLC. However, going back, I looked at Straw Harvest in FS22. It's not on the SteamDB page. It's also not on the DLC pages for Farm Sim 22 on consoles, at least not on Xbox. It's a mod, and you download it on the mod hub, but that brings up a whole other question. What's the Unknown app on the SteamDB then? Perhaps the Year 2 season pass, but it's a little early for that. Maybe the John Deere 9RX 830 that Giants teased last week? Will we get in patch 1.11 tomorrow? Is it just business as usual? I'm going crazy over here. Things are getting spicy. Alright, that's enough of me going insane for one day, so let's talk about stuff we do know about. We start with Carl Farm's upcoming Case IH Steiger Series 2025 mod collaboration with custom modding. Now, we've gotten a few teasers of it, and we even knew a lot of the information on the models. However, here's a refresher of exactly what is coming. As always, it will be for all platforms and includes 5 separate vehicles. We have the Steiger narrow frame wheeled, road track, Steiger wheeled, quad track, and the quad track 715. Most of the customization options that were in the FS22 versions will be returning, like the US and EU versions. Front weight, rock box, window tint, monitors, 3-point hitch, or rear weight. We also have fleet numbers and many of the wheel configurations coming back. There'll also be animations for doors and different sounds if the doors open or close. That's pretty cool. Steering column and seat swivel. IC controls are also planned for PC. Carl was also asked about previous generations of the Steiger before 2025 and said that they might be able to incorporate the previous gens into the mod, but if not, they'll make them after the 2025 series is done, and that the K9 Dozer Blade is planned to return. However, it will be released later. Carl finishes by saying to expect the mod to take a little over a month or 2, as there's still plenty of work left to be done, and then it has to go through testing. Either way, I'll keep you posted when we got more information. Next up, Classic American Icons Modding says that their standard 450 Big Bud has been converted with some tire options as well as interior customization, which is pretty cool. Not much in the way of information about their Series 4 Big Buds, but they do say that there's more to come. As for their Series 2, well, that was sent off for testing about 10 days ago, but we haven't heard or seen anything since. Moving on, Aaron Modding and the Weekend Farmers present 3 special models for their MEN ITRunner pack. We've got the fire department, construction yard, and disaster protection. These special editions give you a little bit of an extra layer of roleplay or just another option, maybe if there's a livery you like. I'm a big fan of the construction look, but you could choose any of them or just paint the truck and do your own thing. It's all good. Next, Gamer Designs dropped a pile of screenshots showing off their 669 nice chipper, saying that the main machine has got textures and then they need to finish up some tracks and add some lights. This is a new mod from Gamer Designs and is a self-propelled wood chipper. It's a mean looking machine and will be perfect for those that want as many wood chips as possible in the shortest amount of time. That, or you could chase your friends around in multiplayer. That's always an option. K-Bot, no! Goodness gracious. Next up, Rooster Mods is bringing back one of their mods from 22, the International 55 Chisel Plow. The model is almost done, just a few things left to do, and it'll be ready to go. It comes with all the same features from 22, with different chisel points, different working widths between 3.9 and 5.1 meters, and updated IH colors. Rooster is hoping to get this submitted soon so that you can use it in your games as quickly as possible. Here's somebody we don't talk about too much, Caster Modding. They're also bringing back another mod from FS22, the Puncher Impress 200 VC Pro Multi Baler, long name, but it's a pretty awesome mod. It's a baler with a hopper at the front, primarily used with forage harvesters, but it could also be used stationary. All you need to do is just fill it up. You may even be able to park this beside a silo or something for forage crops. That's pretty cool. They also mentioned something about an adapter, and we kind of see that behind the harvester. So we have a couple adapters like this already, but another one definitely won't hurt. More options is always good. Over the weekend, I showed off a new lift mod from ICAS, and we got an early release copy of it for the viewers of this channel. You can check out my latest post on the community tab for details on that. Anyway, y'all were asking for a version that you could drive up on, and ICAS has that covered with a new version that is more like the kind of lift that you could, well, drive on and work under it. Still no lift that you see in garages here in the States with the arms that swing under and then lift, but you never know. This is pretty cool. And lastly today, Carl TG has started a new map project called Field Village. This is another fictional Estonian map and actually has a very beautiful name in Estonian.
Põlluküla.
Which I've had to use translate to say because I can't say that. So far, he's got some of the forestry areas and buildings done and is currently working on a small village in the middle of the map. There's lots of custom things that have been placed down, and there's lots of foliage around. It's great to see Carl working on another map. And if you'd like to see more about this map, or maybe you want to see something about anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest mods, news, topics, and stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. Happy Monday to you. We will see you later. Hey. I tell you what, I am so glad that Straw Harvest is releasing tomorrow. That way I don't have to make speculations over and over again. I'm going crazy.